What's up, guys? Welcome back to Between the Zones. I'm not really sure where Will and Connor are right now, so give me just a second. I'm going to go find them. Hey, guys. I'm over here now. I guess they went over there, so we're going to cut over to them.
Welcome back to Between the Zones. This is episode 4 of What's New with Between the Zones. If you want to introduce yourself, I don't know if people know you that well.
My name is Connor. I'm usually over there, but right now I'm over here, and
We flipped the switch.
I just flipped the switch.
Flip.
What are we going to be talking about?
Oh, you gotta do the thing
Yeah.
first.
Sorry, I'm not used to this.
Alright, so I want to put you in this very, very, very interesting situation, alright?
Yeah.
How's your day been?
It's been pretty good.
Is
How's
that
yours?
okay?
Did anyone ever ask you, I know it's always what's Will doing, but not how's Will doing?
Just keep rolling with it.
Well, I'm doing good. How are you doing, Grayson? We're across the country, but...
I mean,
It's because I smell.
it is. Will smells really bad right now. Ain't taken a shower in like months.
I can bathe in Mountain Dew if you like.
Light and
Alright,
fresh.
Alright, so before we start this podcast,
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
he's committed to the...
There is no time limit on this.
go back in time.
An infant is...
A Vaseline covered.
You drowned me. You drowned me.
Alright, let's...
Okay, I'll dial it
topic
back.
things.
Dial it back. So make sure you guys do go down below, give us a comment, subscribe, like, hit the post notification bell so you can be notified when we do upload, guys, because you don't want to miss all these podcasts we're coming out with. We're going to have some bangers out soon. We're just working on getting the interview subjects. It's been a little harder than when we first thought. So, yeah, just be looking out for that podcast with an interview, and we'll just keep these ones rolling out every week. So, yeah, let's get to our first topic, which will be the NBA playoffs, but in the conference finals, getting to the end, wrapping it up.
Yeah, we know confirmed what the conference finals are going to be now.
Yeah.
Not at all what I think any of us projected.
No, you can
Nope.
definitely check on our Instagram. We had predictions on there, and now they're just totally messed up. I don't think we can cut over to Grayson. Looks like he has something to say.
I was just gonna say that I think this has been the best conference finals, at least teams we've seen in multiple years, as in just having things changed up.
Yeah.
I love the idea of having the Heat there. I love the idea of having Jokic, who sometimes is questionable if he looks like he should be able to dribble a basketball, but then dances around like a ballerina and he'll drop 30 points on you when he wants to. So, yeah.
He has undeniable grace. It's hard to...
It's really weird. He's 7 foot. And he's going out there like a ballerina.
Yeah,
And then he just pulls the sky hook out like nothing, bro. But yeah, like Garrison said, it's gonna be an interesting conference finals. It should be an interesting finals as well too. But we can jump into that first match. I feel like it's gonna be the Heat versus the
Celtics.
Celtics. That's what it was.
Yeah, the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. So if you want to just give our thoughts,
Yeah,
Our
game one
predictions.
just took place.
yeah, it did take place. The Heat actually ended up winning that one with an amazing block by Bam Adebayo, I might add. We can talk a little bit about that right now.
Mhm.
I think it was brought up between our little group here that, when we talk about blocks in the NBA, there's just one block that I have in mind.
Especially in the playoffs.
Especially in the playoffs. It's LeBron, I think it's 2016 versus the Warriors.
He blocked Andre Iguodala in Game 7.
Game 7. So, yeah. And then you have this block. So, what our question is which block took more skill and which block was more clutch? So, we can go ahead and dive on. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so we did talk about it a little bit, and my thoughts personally were that the Bam Adebayo block took more skill and kind of it honestly is a throw up. Grayson was kind of swaying me earlier about whether or not that was the one, but that's one I just thought also the him not touching the rim or the net, whether or not you want to play that to luck or to him just knowing in the air that he can't do that and moving his body just enough that he doesn't, and the force he had to take on his wrist
Right.
to stop Jason Tatum's block.
Right.
And then obviously I think the clutch is easy LeBron's Game
Yeah.
7 It wasn't just the Eastern Conference Finals.
It was the finals.
And it was
and
the
it wasn't
finals,
it wasn't game
7.
1. It was game 7.
Game 7.
So yeah, I agree with you there. That I think that the LeBron block was just way more clutch in general, but it isn't a debate for skill. We can go over to Grayson to see what he has to say on the matter.
Yeah. So you guys heard their opinion. Connor kind of mentioned how I'm on a different side of things here. I believe that pretty undoubtedly the LeBron block is more of a clutch block. It's the most clutch block we've ever seen in a game. It's Game 7 of the finals. It was a deciding possession right there, and LeBron completely shut it down. Also, on the skill side of things, I get what Connor's saying with the Bam having to contort his body and get the perfect timing, and timing really is a big thing when it comes to blocks because you can't foul either. But in my opinion, any guy who's over like 6'8" and in the NBA can probably make that block off of luck. Some skill, but their luck is involved. I don't believe any guy over 6'8" can make the block LeBron did. To have the timing, the agility, the vertical, the overall knowledge of the game, the knowledge of your opponent, and the skill to get up and put that block against the board. It's a different level of skill. To me, I still think Bam Adebayo and this block should go down in history as one of the greatest playoff blocks ever, just not better than LeBron's.
People will underestimate the athleticism and the raw talent that these athletes possess. It's just incredible to see how these playoff games have come
I think
to
people
form.
especially underestimate a lot of times LeBron.
Yeah.
Because I think people are so one-sided on that Michael Jordan-LeBron debate.
Yeah.
That they kind of have to declassify or dethrone everything LeBron has done.
Exactly.
I'm going to hop in real quick. I think what Connor was saying right there is really true. And I think a big part of it is LeBron has been good for so long, too. And people are just, they're looking for that next thing. Like with Luka, people want to call him the next face of the NBA. Even when it comes down to this block, people like new stuff. You don't like old stuff. New stuff is Bam. Bam just had a new block. LeBron stuff is old. That was multiple years ago. So I get it, but you have to be able to respect the old stuff can be better.
It's very true.
Yeah, I think we can kind of wrap this up now, our NBA talks, trying to keep them a little shorter, because we have a lot of NFL games going on. So first week of NFL has been wrapping itself up, and we're on to week 2 tomorrow. By the time this podcast is out, week 2 will be on its way, and I'm just really excited to see what every team has to offer this year. And a lot of interesting rookies, and we can talk a little bit about that if you want to mention anything.
As for rookies, I think I mentioned in the one episode that I was kind of a Lions fan. We have the best rookie around, DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
Hands for days.
Okay.
I don't think he's ever dropped a pass in his life.
Debatable.
Toss that picture up behind me right there.
If you guys didn't know what happened, he dropped a really clutch pass.
It would have been a game-winning pass.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with all the hate he's been getting for that.
Nah.
He's a rookie. He did score a touchdown that game. I think he showed he had talent, and he dropped one pass.
Yeah.
But it did happen to be
it
the
happened to be the most important pass of the game.
But it was not his fault that the Lions blew that lead.
No. Yeah. There was a lot that went into that.
I think Will also has to appreciate the outcome of that game and that drop pass.
I really like DeAndre Swift. I'm thinking about mailing him like a fruit basket or something. Just
He gets a DeAndre Swift jersey.
Yeah, actually in our fantasy league, Will's talked about trying to trade for him because that's how much he means to him right now. As he basically handed the Bears that win.
Yeah. I can't disagree with that.
I'm gonna go. No, you can stay. I'm gonna kick Will out. You can go up there because I want to talk about my team real quick.
Savage.
Okay, I'm going. All right, what's up, guys? I'm on the other side. Real quick, as we're talking about football, I want to talk about this team right here. Of course, we don't have this logo; it's just a W now, and it's not this name.
Can you show that? Do we have to blur that out?
Maybe.
That racist?
I might be blurred right now, and of course, I respect the name change. It had its reasons to come, but that's not what this is about at all. The Washington football team came back from 17-0 and had 8 sacks in a game. Last time we had more. Are you making fun of me?
No, that was crazy. I was genuinely, that is crazy.
Last time we had 8 sacks in a game was in 2014 when we put up 10 against the Jaguars, which is a not great team. And it's just I'm not trying to say this is our year, because it definitely isn't. I think some things get blown out of proportion after week 1. I definitely don't believe the Jaguars will be as good as they looked in week 1 after getting that win. They're just some teams that got by. I definitely think we were underrated coming into the season, though. I think we have the potential to look like the 49ers did last year and come out with a amazing defense and shock a lot of people. I just don't know if our offensive pieces are there. I got one last thing I want to talk about here, which is this kind of relates to Will and I and our teams, that the Washington football team is looking to trade for a wide receiver. And one of the lead candidates, because he recently requested a trade from his team, is Allen Robinson of the Bears. I think this is a great thing for my team, not so much for Will's, just because, I mean, he is a great player. He's a 1,000-yard wide receiver. If this happens, I could easily see Washington making a run at the playoffs because, I mean, the Cowboys are the Cowboys, and they're going to go 8-8 every year. The Giants, you have Saquon Barkley, and you can't even get him like 10 yards in a game. It's not all his fault either. They have a horrible line. And their coaching isn't superb either. You can't give it there. Joe Judge is young, and I believe that's his name, Joe Judge. Their coach, and he'll get better, but it's just going to take time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just beat the Eagles, so I definitely think there's a chance.
Yeah, there definitely is a chance, especially, and like we were talking a minute ago about rookies, Chase Young, you're telling me about his stat line. He had an amazing game.
Yeah, Chase Young had 2 sacks and a forced fumble. He might have had that second forced fumble too. I mean, he was doing amazing. Last thing I want to point out, I know I said this just a second ago, but Ryan Kerrigan, who has been averaging double-digit sacks since his second year in the league, finally got his first NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. And that is a crazy thing to me, as out of active players, he has the third most sacks behind J.J. Watt and Von Miller. And it's just, I don't think people really give the respect that he deserves, as he is now coming off of our bench and not starting. He only had 25 snaps last week. In those 25 snaps, he had a fumble recovery and 2 sacks. That is a extremely efficient stat line. So I think Washington has a great future ahead of us. It's just going to take some time on the offensive side of things.
I would like to mention that the Washington football team is undefeated right now, so there's infinite possibilities.
Yeah. Savor it.
Yeah. Technically, we're winning our division right now, as everyone else lost.
I mean, I think, as you're talking about Von Miller, I believe, and actually another NFL news, he actually is injured.
Yeah.
Yes, he is injured. All right, I can look that up real quick.
Probably the hamstring. It's been what's tearing everybody down.
I mean, it seems like the hamstring has been demolishing every player, except Michael Thomas, who has that high ankle sprain. For anybody who was wondering about that, it looks like he will be out for multiple weeks and may not be your fantasy guy.
Yep.
So he actually suffered an ankle injury from practice on September 8th. It says that he might be out for a few weeks, but they don't know right now. Yeah.
So the injury bug has really been going around lately. At least that's how it feels. There have been a lot of players. Of course, like with Corona and not having training camps, you probably didn't get the workout you're used to, and you're just under a lot of stress. Hey guys, welcome back. We just took a crazy cut. I know we were probably talking about something meaningful, but we got really distracted and started talking about basketball.
Yep.
So
it happens.
Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our hot take of the video, because we didn't do that last time, or maybe we did. I can't remember. But I do remember the last hot take we did was the Arizona Cardinals would be better than the Houston Texans.
And you know what? Right now, that holds truth, because they lost, the Texans in week 1 to the Chiefs. Oh, wait, no. It was the
Texans lost to the Chiefs,
and then the Cardinals beat the
San Francisco 49ers, which was a big win for them. So as of right now, it looks like it's holding pretty true. Kyler Murray looks like he could be an easy, Pro Bowler at the end of the year. He's looking real good right now. Next week, Washington does face him, so I'm a little scared about that. But yeah, so that one's holding true as of now. We're 1 for 1. 1 for 1. Our hot take of the video this week, you want to tell them what it is?
Yeah, so we think Tyrod Taylor will be benched by week 6 of playing. To back this up, week 6, the Chargers are playing the Jets. So if Tyrod performs terribly that game, then we can see him going to the bench. But, the first game, we can talk about it. I don't think he did that bad. There's signs that, he needs to get a little better with his passes. But, yeah, if you want to jump in.
So Tyrod is good, and he's been a journeyman in the league. He's filled holes, kind of like Ryan Fitzpatrick has. But they've got Justin Herbert, who is a prime talent, sitting on the bench, and you want to get that guy in. Our thought is that
the Chargers in Week 6 are going to either blow a lead or just not win against the Jets, which is an easy game that they should.
Easy
And
game.
that will be the game that decides that Justin Herbert will get the start over Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this could be very likely to happen. I just think it might not be week 6 where it happens, but this is gonna happen in general. So yeah, just look out for that.
Yeah, so that's going to be our hot take of the video, and we're going to go ahead and cut this one a little bit short. We hope you guys are still enjoying. We did notice a little bit of a dip on our last video, but we would love it if you guys would subscribe, like the video, comment, do anything you guys want. We just love the fan interaction, and make sure to come back for the next one.
Yeah, check our link tree in the bottom. It's gonna have our Instagram, website, everything you need to know about us. But I think that's been it for this podcast.
Yep.
We are
We'll see you
between the
between the zones.
zone.
Peace.